Hello, AfterBuzzers. We are back this week, and you do not want to miss what's going on tonight. We've got some news. Does someone leave the house? Does someone not leave the house? Is someone... We don't know. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Spoiler alert, someone leaves the house.
They need like 7 more people to leave.
Then we have a show.
This song is in honor of Theo because I love him so much and I did not want him to go home tonight.
We lost more than just Theo. We lost the caricature of Theo.
Ay. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We've got a lot to talk
Thank
about.
you for joining us.
I
you,
know,
Paulina.
it feels so good to be back.
It's been a long time since
Right?
I've seen you, my
This song is
friend.
actually for Paulina.
Right? I
Really?
know. These guys over here talking about having a bromance. I'm here to break that up.
We're
Time to
hurting.
get down to business.
We're
Yes,
hurting
I'm
over
happy to be back.
You
All right.
can't break us up. You can only bring us closer.
Yeah, that's right.
See what I did there?
Guys, help me out here. Ay. Brace myself. Okay. All right. So
But
we're
welcome
here
back. We're
talking
happy
about.
to
Thank
have you
you.
back. Yes.
We're here talking about Blood Cousins, season 32, episode 9. A lot went on, kind of slow in the beginning. Overall, thoughts.
I would like to know what your name is.
Where have you been?
True. You know, it's
Paul-
been a long day. Yes.
Paulana or Lana?
Paulana. What the heck?
You're like Kim.
Paulina.
You're like Kim on
No,
the
no.
show.
Kim.
You're like another on the show.
No.
Sorta
You
not
guys
here.
can find me on Twitter at _Paulina Aguilar and on Instagram at Paulina M. Aguilar.
Can you
I
find
know.
her though?
Has anyone
Yes,
located her?
yes, and my
She
lovely
really here?
annoying hosts tonight. Tell them where they can find you.
You guys can find me here every Wednesday because I haven't been anywhere.
Yo.
Here every week at On with Omari on Twitter and IG. Also on Snapchat at Omari B.
True story.
Yeah.
You can find me here every Wednesday as well because I've been here every Wednesday. My
Every
name is Mike
Wednesday.
Rippey. You can find me on social media at Mike Rips. We're here every Wednesday.
Mike Rips.
These guys are so
We rip
funny.
this shit
Yeah.
every week.
This is gonna be a fun show. So excited. All right,
too.
now back to my original question. What'd you
Yes.
guys think?
Of what?
The episode.
Oh, the episode?
The episode that we're all here to talk about that fans want to know about.
Ooh.
I don't know. What'd you think?
I thought it was slow
I'm
in
sure
the
you
beginning.
have a lot of thoughts.
I thought it was slow in the beginning, that's for sure, and then it
Yeah.
kind of picked up, and I was
Are we
surprised
talking
to
about
see
tonight
Theo.
or the whole season?
Tonight?
Oh, I heard slow, so I wasn't sure if we were
The
talking.
whole season's been very slow.
Yeah.
I can tell with your enthusiasm.
What enthusiasm?
Exactly. There you go.
Enthusiasm.
All right, let's start
What
off
is
with
it?
talking
Pumped to be
about.
here.
All right, let's talk about the booth scare with the masks and all that stuff. It was all good fun. I don't know. Do you guys scare easily? Should we move on from it?
I don't scare easily. No. Why is it? Okay, no. I was like, are you trying to?
I know,
Are
right?
you
I'm
trying
ready
to
for
prank
something
me
to
right
pop
now?
up.
No, I thought that was like really funny though. Like I said, the twin sisters are really entertaining. I think that was their idea with
They're
the
not
prank.
twins.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. The
Sisters.
sisters, they're 2 years apart. Oh, that's like me and my brother actually. Yeah, but we get along, so I don't quite relate to their drama. But I thought it was funny, and no, I don't scare. I can't remember the last time I was truly scared. Maybe like Saw 2.
In movies.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna say like
movie.
Saw 5.
Yeah, I had to go back. Final Destination or something like that. Actually, you know what? After seeing Final Destination, I'm always scared driving next to semi trucks because you saw that
something's gonna-
movie
with the logs
with
or
it-
whatever.
with the log shit. I'm
Yeah.
always scared to drive next to big trucks. So I guess that scares me.
All right. Well, there you go.
For anyone.
Does anything scare you, Michael?
No, I can't think of anything that scares me.
Not one thing.
Just tough guy all
Chuck E.
around.
Cheese.
I really want to know about that story. So, Tia, if you're watching, you know, you
Or
gotta.
just tweet it at me since you follow me. Just tweet it at me too.
There you go. We all want to know. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. So, first of all, let's talk about Anna Katrina. They start doing their own thing. They kind of seclude themselves from the group and go in their own dinners and go into a country bar and things like that. Do you think they're doing it on purpose because they don't like anybody in the house, or are they just kind of working on their relationship as sisters? Or what are your thoughts?
I think they're actually doing it because they want their own camera time. So they recognize that if they split off, they get their own camera crew, they get their own time on camera.
But their stuff isn't exciting. I mean, I'm glad that they're getting
No one said
along
it
and that
was
they're going
exciting.
hiking.
I disagree. I think they're funny. Like when they were in the bed together,
They
and
did
they're
make the
talking
producer
about-
laugh.
They made that producer crack
camera
up
girl.
hysterically, and she's
True
supposed to be
story.
super professional. She was crying, talking about sweaty pillow vaginas, and it
yeah, I
was, they're like a
I had earmuffs
they're
for
a
that.
comedy
I-
act like all night. I think they're entertaining.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
have
think
to,
so?
No, I don't. I think they seclude themselves because they're very just together. They're together all the time. They're one team, type of thing. So they don't want they don't want to gang up on each other. The whole dinner situation, I think that was an accident. I don't think it was something on purpose.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Not for nothing, I wish everybody in this house would team up so we only had 6 or 7 teams and not 12 to 14 people.
That's a lot of people.
It's too many people.
That is a lot of people. I'm still trying to figure out where the sisters are from. I know they said the first episode, but I don't remember because they're vocal fry is really guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, but they're all young. That's how they talk about now. That's how they talk now.
Robbie, he's so obnoxious and annoying.
I don't understand that whole thing and why they don't like each other. Did something happen that I just
Robbie?
don't know about? Yeah.
I
No,
think,
are they just fighting for
the
fun?
thing is that they're living in a house for so long, and when you live with someone, things start to irritate you after a while. You leave.
Yeah, but they're never together because they're always on doing their own thing.
Well, you have to understand, there's a lot of footage we don't see. They're living in a house. They don't go out all the time. They're still living with these roommates. Robbie might not take the trash out, or he might just have some weird quirks and tics that probably wear on their nerves.
I don't think they like him because he's small. Does
And they're
anyone
always
agree with that? They said
no,
he's little.
not really. I don't know where the heck that came from.
She said he was little.
And that
He is
irritates
little.
her?
Maybe.
Apparently.
Yeah, she likes mountain men. She
Yeah,
said she
they
likes
said
big, burly
he's got little
dudes.
thighs probably, and they don't like that. They said that. I paid attention.
He
might
looks
be
like he
too
works
tiny.
out.
He's still small in stature. He might be cut, but he's still tiny. Tiny man. They have they're elitist. They're height elitist. You have to be this
She brought
tall
that up.
to ride a ride. She did.
All right.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we both said, so it's true.
It must be true. It must be true.
Came out of our mouths.
Come on, yo.
It's definitely true.
Every Wednesday.
All right, let's get
But
to.
you mentioned that you're a big fan of country music before
I
the top
am.
of the show. So
I
are you
am.
feeling that they want to go to a country bar, just the two of them? Because I'm sure some of the people in the house probably weren't feeling that scene. So are they separating themselves, or are they just trying to do things they want to do genuinely and enjoy the experience?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think because they want to work on their relationship, they want to do more things together. Like when they went hiking, she had mentioned, this is good for us, it works, and we get along, and things are great. So yeah, I think that part is part of it. But I also, because of so much fighting in the house between the sisters and the rest of the house, is that they just don't want to be around them.
Is it the rest of the house though, or do they just have a spat with Robbie?
Well, I don't really see that they
Are
have a
bonding?
big connection with anybody.
Yeah.
They don't. I don't see that.
I think that's hard to argue though, because there's a lot of people on this show that I know nothing about.
Kim. Hi, Kim.
Will?
Orlana, do y'all exist? I mean, so to say you don't see them bonding with people, I sort of see your point, but I don't see a lot of character development at
things.
all. in
And
the
we
whole-
lost Jordan. Jordan, she's no
I'm
longer.
like, wait a minute, I have to remember who that is.
Jordan's
Jordan, the
no
pretty
longer around because Mike disappeared. So
no more cuddling shots.
we lost Jordan. I think she said one thing after they ate the food, and that was the extent of.
That was
And
it.
also, she said goodbye to Theo.
Right.
But we lost
There's
Jordan.
too many people to keep.
There's too many things going on. I mean, they're showing us fake Theo in the bed now, as a main player.
That was funny.
That was good. That was legitimately my 4th favorite person on the show.
Him and
Your
Kim
fourth?
have the
Who's your
same amount
favorite?
of lines.
Real Theo.
Oh,
Real Theo is my number 1.
okay.
Jordan 2.
For obvious reasons.
And I had Robbie at 3. And then I have Theo's fake bed thing as number 4. Everybody else, I mean,
a long way down.
Yeah, it's
for
way
the
down.
list. So you're digging this cast, is what you're saying.
Yeah, this cast is on point. Good job, MTV. If you guys are watching Real World, awesome. You guys killed it this season. Hit it out of the park like Grand Slam. Keep it coming back. We'll see you next season.
Oh, I love your sarcasm. It's great.
Who said that?
I thought he was being
Me,
genuine.
I'm saying it. All right, let's talk about the main thing that basically
Oh, the
had
meatballs.
the whole.
The meatballs?
No, not the meatballs. We're gonna move on from that.
95 of them strong.
That was
We're
a
gonna
lot.
move.
Frozen.
That is a lot.
Frozen.
The
Theo
marinara
and
sauce.
I had a
Cass-
question.
Yes.
So before we move on, do you think that Robbie's mom actually had to pay for it, or do you think MTV pays for that?
I think
whole-
she paid for it.
You do?
Yeah.
Man, MTV, step up your game.
Also, new favorite character, Robbie's mom.
Yeah, Robbie's mom. Okay.
Was she not
I
hilarious?
think that's
Top
an
5.
Italian thing
She's-
because
she's
watching that
trending.
scene reminded me of Jersey Shore and Pauly D. And
Well,
like
doesn't it-
Vince and Vinny. Or
I know, but
whatever.
just hearing the way his mother just went off on the phone, it was.
When he told her, you know you're on national TV? You think I care?
I don't give up. God. It was.
Yeah, now that's right. Robbie's mom, top 5.
Top
Shout
five.
out to
Top
Robbie's mom. Top 5. She's in
Without
it.
question.
All right, now let's move on to the real issue here between Cassius and Theo, because that has been going on all season, and we thought we were going to see some progress, but like we saw in the interviews, it just went back to square one. Do you stick with the same side with Theo or with Cassius, or have you switched, or have you having second thoughts, or where are you guys at on that?
I gotta say, I think.
What do you have to say?
I think that I don't understand Cassius' position somewhat, because he keeps talking. He said tonight on the episode, he doesn't care for Theo clearly, but he said that he doesn't like his real life at home, but he also says he's taking care of business, and he's got his son. He doesn't live with his son, so he's on the show. I just don't get what the point of being on the show is if he's all about taking care of his responsibilities. And he keeps hating on Theo for saying that Theo doesn't do anything and all these things, but I feel like it's so hypocritical, because everything Cassius is saying is basically he should be doing, and not saying, like, why did he come to the real world?
Opportunity.
So he's on the real world for opportunity. What's the opportunity?
It could be any opportunity. We've seen people who are on the real world go
So
on
do you think that's
different
why
things. They go on the challenge and they win many. Or you have someone like The Miz, who is now in WWE, who did real world back in the day. They've led to many jobs and many opportunities. Like,
do you think that he's getting opportunity from the way he's been
probably
shown
not,
this
because
season?
a lot of real world people go back to real life and that's it.
Fade
and,
into obscurity.
Yeah, and that's it. So I don't know. I don't think he knows unless he doesn't go through with the show, if there is going to be an opportunity.
See, I feel like the opportunity that Theo was looking for is just an opportunity to, and a lot of the cast members, an opportunity to have more life experiences. But the thing that with Cassius is that you have a major life experience at home. So I don't think the opportunity of just going to, like, grow.
You don't get that vibe from him.
No, I think you should have that, but even if he does have that your son sort of takes priority at this point,
Right.
especially because he's so young. I can see maybe if he was, like, older, like a young toddler or something like that, maybe taking some time for yourself, but you're a new father. And I feel like maybe you should be at home and working towards.
I think you can say the
bettering-
same about Will. Will
But-
has a son,
But
and he's
everything
doing
that-
okay.
I would say that if I knew more about Will. I don't see him enough
Will's
to
on the
have
show?
an
Who's
opinion.
Will?
Exactly.
No.
So,
But Cassius keeps saying all these things and doing the opposite. Like, how's he taking care of his son if he's on a show?
how's he taking care of his son if he's
And-
drinking bottles of
And
1800
yeah,
tequila?
getting blacked out, where his cousin, who he gets kicked off the show, is the only one that's still
Has
taking
his
care
back.
of him. And how did Theo get kicked off? Because it seemed like he didn't instigate that fight, and he
No,
didn't.
but he initiated it because he went over to him and they were face to face. So that's what they were saying, that he physically, like, kind of bumped him.
imposed himself.
Yeah.
He pushed him. Like, they both pushed each
yeah,
other.
and Cassius pushed him first.
I didn't
I'm
understand
surprised that
that.
I didn't see any punching, to be honest, because they looked like they were wrestling, and I'm
And-
like, do they not want to do it because they don't want to get kicked off, or because he is his cousin and
If
they don't want to
this-
punch
I
each
think
other?
he
Like,
was holding back a little bit because it was
they
his
were
cousin.
holding back
And-
because that's not how I see their fight going
I
down.
was.
Right.
I think the whole way that they portrayed that, editing wise and footage wise, and every decision they made for this entire season has been wrong. I mean, they have a terrible cast. They've got too many people, and then they have a fight, and the one stand-up person on their show,
Is gone.
well, Robbie's stand-up too. But Theo, if nothing else, he's giving you real raw footage, and
Stand-up
whether
guy.
you agree or not with some of his positions, he's honest and he's raw. He was not the one that deserved to go home.
No.
And also, I was really disappointed with the 1,000 other people in the house, because that's how many other cast members there are, that none of them were like, look, this is wrong, we're all going to leave too. Because if they did that, they
No one
could have
stood
stood
up
up
for
for
him.
Theo,
Right.
instead of just being like, oh, you got to go. They could have, 10 of them, they're all watching him pack and leave. They could have stood up. They could have said, you know what, if Theo has to go, we're all going. Because none of them like Cassius. Even Will, who's Cassius's boy, when Cassius was like talking shit again after the fact, like, oh, he's got to go, Will was like, like, come on, I guess, like, it's the same thing. I get it, but not really. You could
Yeah.
tell he was just
Like,
trying
that's
to.
your family, bro.
He's trying to be like friendly with him to hear him out, but he wasn't even agreeing with him.
and I just
it was so terrible decision by MTV.
This just came to me when last season, when they had the fight
Multiple
with the
times.
girls multiple times. They kept giving them second
Yeah.
chances over and
So
over and over
hypocritical.
again.
Right.
And they were literally throwing
And they were,
people's
like-
hair and throwing them around the
Yeah.
couch and around the table and everything. And this
they were
was
being
like
racist.
so
Nothing.
It was-
minor.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they're
that-
overreacting because of last season, how bad it was
try to
as
prevent
far
something
as
like that
the
to happen
fighting
again.
and stuff. And last year they had all the security. This
They did.
season they had the producer where they Courtney.
Shout out Courtney.
They have Courtney
MVP.
asking Will or asking Theo and Cassius about their issues, and they're about to fight, and they don't even have like a security person in there. They just have Courtney. She's not only interviewer, she's
Little white
security.
lady.
Like, what's going on MTV?
Where's
Seriously.
Your budget?
So do you
What's
think that
going on?
Cassius
Staff.
should have been going home as well with Theo because they didn't
don't-
come in together, but
No one
they're
should have
kind of
gone
a
home.
Yeah,
pair.
I don't think either
No
of them
one
should
should have
Okay,
gone
but
home.
Theo did. So
And
do you think
if
that
Theo-
Cassius should have gone home?
Well, with
'Cause
that
I
logic,
do.
then Peter should have gone home
If
too.
anything, maybe, but
True.
I think they set the wrong example too by letting someone like Cassius
Stay.
first of all,
Instigate. He started the fight.
show up being drunk. What a terrible example. They're going to promote a guy that has a son at home that talks about opportunity but isn't taking care of his son, that doesn't
Because
even live with him.
they're not promoting that. They want the drama because that's what the viewers want and that's what the fans want to see. Is drama. That's what the show is getting 7 to 14 people in a house and watching them make a mess.
How about they
that is
never get
true.
14 people again?
I'm curious though, because we do all here enjoy the challenge, and I have a lot of people. So what's the difference?
And
you think?
also,
maybe
just
because we know the characters.
For the
already, or-
record, Theo's on the challenge.
Oh, nice.
That was gonna be my end of the show news
well, we can
stuff.
still talk about it.
For the
Yes,
record,
we are gonna
the
talk.
last
We're all
10
gonna talk
seconds
about it, but
did
thanks
not
to
just
Michael,
happen.
he did ruin it.
You
for
should share your
everybody.
news with me too. I don't know. How am I supposed to know that's your news? I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks.
But Mike, I have
Here we
this.
go. Guys, I'm back for the rest of the season. Okay,
Thank
be
God.
excited.
Wait, is the show not over after tonight? I thought.
No, it's
It's
not.
over for me next
Jeez, I
week.
need to get some new co-hosts. I
Season
want to be
finale.
excited and be here.
No, we are excited, but I have a
kidding
question
me?
for
I
you.
love us.
I have a question for you, Mike, because you say there's like too many people in the house, and we all sort of agree with that. What's the difference with the challenges you think with all those people? Why do we are so much more entertained with them? You think, as opposed to this real world cast? Is it just the actual cast members? Is the format of too
Because
many people?
I think during the challenge, they're doing stuff it's like fast paced.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things where you're seeing a little bit of everyone like competing in the moment. Right now, we're just seeing a house, people walking around a house, people talking about monotonous things, checking their phone. There's nothing going on this season. They have interviews set up with them. Like, what are they doing at the
And
real
if I were to
They should've
watch
had
the
their phones.
challenge with like
See what
3
happens.
teams and 6 people, it'd be boring. It would be like 2 weeks long and that's it. And the house, it's like I like the old real world where everybody would live in the house and they all had a job. They had a responsibility and they all
Yeah,
went to do
stuff to
something.
do,
Yeah,
right.
and now it's like they have cell phones and they're calling their mom and
Yeah, Candace pointed out the first episode. The cell phone thing is just.
no, that was me.
Oh, sorry.
Candace changed her mind later.
Oh,
Were you
well,
on the first show?
Yes, I was. Jeez, guys, come on, cut me some slack.
Nope.
Cut me some slack.
Maybe next week.
Next
No, honestly, I have to stand by Theo. I don't like the way that they handled it.
No.
I think Cassius should have gone home. And if Cassius really wants to, like you said, Mike, like if you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk, and go home and take care of your son.
And also, the other thing I have a problem with it is no matter what, even if Theo is wrong, Theo's always been remorseful to the point that sometimes you're like, dude, why are you still being remorseful or is trying to like reason why the other person is right? When it was with Tia, even still, he's giving Tia the benefit of the doubt. And he's always, even when he's in the moment,
Trying to stand up.
he's always. It's almost weird when you're like, man, this guy's got such like self control or like this like ease about him. And Cassius, like the producers, any way that your blood could stay, anyway, no. How is that mature or showing your son when he grows up, when he sees this? How is that being like growing
A
or
good role
doing
model.
anything?
It's not.
It's just Cassius being really stubborn and immature, in my opinion.
And seeing the way he sort of reacted tonight, Cassius, makes me believe in 100% that what happened in college is exactly how Theo described how it went down. He just sold out his cousin again on national TV, didn't have his back at all. So I can see how the college situation with him not standing up for him when the police were in the room searching for drugs. So he just sort of seems like that kind of dude that's just not stand up in a way, which is sort of a bad example to set, as Mike was saying, for your child. So shame on you, Cassius. Shame on you.
And all of those, the entire episode happened after Cassius is drinking his tequila.
Bottle,
Which-
1800. Just
That's a
tequila.
big problem.
Earlier this season, he's talking about his money and how
Okay,
he's got to
tequila.
save it, and it's like, it's just very hypocritical. Every move that he makes is hypocritical.
That
Yeah.
bag,
It's
I wanted to say
disappointing.
his bag that he was wearing, that backpack is pretty expensive.
didn't
I don't know
peep
how
that.
much it is. Well, I saw it because my cousin has one, and I know that it's expensive. But I'm
okay.
just saying, I'm trying to put things together as far as like, okay, you need to save money and blah 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 blah. Like the real world, they
How about this?
They don't have a fund to go spend money.
How about
spend
this
on
too?
alcohol.
If he's there for opportunity, and that's what he's saying, like, I'm gonna better myself, why don't you make amends with your cousin?
Yeah.
And then maybe after the season is over, you guys are like, you're a tag team on the challenge. You guys are going to the bars and being the people that come because you've made amends. And then people want to see you both because you guys are the stars. Like, Theo's one of the stars of the show. Now you teamed up. Now you're making opportunity. You're growing. People respect that.
And that's what MTV wants. They want good, genuine people who try to do good. They're not going to promote someone who I don't want to say is a bad person, because I think it takes a lot for someone to be a bad person, but someone who maybe drinks a lot like that all the time and, you know, doesn't have his family's back. Like, why wouldn't you want to work it out with your family? Yeah. You know, the MTV wants genuine, good, all-around people, which is probably why Theo was on the challenge.
Yeah. I think Cassius is super jealous.
Absolutely. I think his whole life has probably been like that, and now he gets to do it on national TV, show it off. And I think Cassius's legacy and forever will be known as Theo's cousin that got him kicked off the show and
got kicked off.
And I don't think we're going to see him on anything
No,
else
I don't think
all.
that there's any role for Cassius anywhere. Like, go home, take care of your son. And the story.
It's not like you, Cassius.
No, it's not even that. But I just don't like the things he's saying. Just take care of your son. I would respect all that. Right. So far, what he's showing us on this show is different than what he's talking about being about.
He's not being a man of character, which is not a good quality if you're a new father, but not everybody's a good dude, you know. Sometimes
and you know, at the end of the day, you know, if he's watching, I just want to say, like, I hope he's doing well at home. Like, I don't want to throw too much shade on him and be like, portray him as this bad person.
No,
but like,
we're just speaking about what we see.
No, we're just talking about the show. He's portraying himself.
I'm just saying. I hope that he's doing well.
You're nervous
at home. I'm not nervous.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I think it's implied that obviously we wish nothing but peace and happiness to everyone, but we're just speaking like our opinions on how we see them act. And in tonight's episode, it was not good on his part.
No, it wasn't. So I'm curious to know what's going to happen next week, because when he leaves, they're not home. Cassius is not home, so he doesn't know. So do you think he's going to feel bad?
That up. I think they probably set that up.
Do you think he'll feel bad though, or do you think he'll be like, hey, good, he should be going home?
The first thing he said was like after their fight, he's like, he's gone. When he talked to the producer, any chance. The guy gave him so many opportunities to say yes, and Cassius, no. He doesn't want him.
He likes fucking up his life. It seems like he's got
Cassius can't do his thing when Theo's around. He's definitely. You said he's jealous. He probably is clearly shown us jealous.
And honestly, I really don't see anybody else in the house to back him up.
Cassius?
Yeah.
I think the one person would be Orlana, because she's crushing hard on him.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yep, she can't carry him up those stairs like the way that Theo did. Come on. I don't know. I
think some people will be cordial to him just because they are just nice.
He hasn't done anything to them personally to make them be someone. But I think from the perspective of just watching the scenario, I think you almost have to be delusional if you're not agreeing with the way Theo comes off. Right. Maybe it's all editing, because yes,
and
the show's edited,
Robbie himself was saying that they sent the wrong guy home. So I mean, I think the house is aware of the situation.
It looks like
but they can do something about it, like you said, Stan. If a few of
them
say something.
That's the one part I was disappointed in. And I guarantee if we could talk to some of them, like especially Robbie, I think Robbie could have organized something with Jordan. And even Tia, because Tia, you could see Tia.
That's
Tia
what I wanted
came
to talk
around.
about next.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to.
No, you're good. You're good. I have no news. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay,
go ahead.
Well, Tia came around too, and Tia was one. I mean, you could see everybody was with, on not that there's a team here, but
there is.
They're like they want Theo. Right. I mean, how could you not? Everything we've seen from Theo, forget before the show. What we've seen on the show, not in the past, his football career or not. Like, Theo's been a stand-up guy. He's been respectful. He's been nice to everyone. Like,
I feel I've liked Tia this whole season, but I was a little disappointed in her tonight when in the bedroom scene, like you said before, she was whack. It was kind of whack how she let Cassius sort of just shit all over Theo and just talk so negatively about him, especially someone that you know so personally, that shared so much. For you to let this dude just rag on him the whole time and then incite him to come fight him and not try and get in between that at all, I thought was
yes
a little...
and no.
Well, I know
feel
it's not
like
her place, but the relationship they've had, they've always stood up when the other person's sort of been wilding out, you know? So I felt like a little disappointed.
Yeah, Theo was there for Tia early in the season. Tia owes it to Theo to at least kind of... And I thought that goes maybe along with her accent. She came in with the accent. She's getting rid of the accent, and the same way, it's fake, man. she didn't stand up for Theo when she had the chance, but after the fact, now she's getting sad about it.
She feels bad.
Maybe
Come
I should
on.
have helped him.
That's the thing that I didn't like is that, you know, like, oh, we see them in the booth like, oh, I'm done and blah 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 blah. Yes, I think she should have stood up for him. At the same time, that's family stuff that you don't want to get involved. And can I just say that I hate when girls get involved with guy fights and they stand in the middle and they try to separate them. First of all, it's not your place. Second of all, something happens and you get hurt.
Are you talking to Lauren right now, producer?
Courtney?
Well,
Courtney,
yeah,
Courtney,
anybody.
sorry,
Yeah, it goes for anybody. I had a friend that did that, and she got her finger cut. I'm like, well, you're
got
done.
her finger cut.
She got a
Oh,
scratch.
no way.
She got a
Called the
scratch.
whammy land.
She got a
Did
scratch.
she put-
There's something
she
with
got
a
a
nail.
Did you put a Band-Aid
There's
on her
something with a
finger?
nail.
What happened?
Because her
I'm
boo-boo.
Oh my God! What kind of Band-Aid she had to put on?
I'm just
Neosporin?
saying,
Hello Kitty
you
Band-Aid on
don't
the
get
finger.
involved
Oh
with
my
guys'
gosh!
issues.
She had a cut.
God,
She did. Why would
Oh
why would
my
you want to get involved with that? That's dumb. Because then you get hurt. Oh, I'm never gonna win with these guys. I swear.
I thought.
She did.
Is she okay? Did she
Whatever.
recover
All
from
right,
that?
we're gonna
Is
move
she
on. We're
okay?
gonna move on.
No,
All
seriously,
right.
is she all right?
She lived.
Ooh,
She
I was
lived.
really worried.
Well, I'm just saying, what if Theo accidentally knocked her out with an elbow? What
Yeah,
if
that
something
could've-
happened?
that
That's the
could've
thing. It's
happened.
not safe and it's stupid, and I think girls should not just stay out of it.
Fighting in general is stupid. I thought she could have at least. She could have said something verbally.
Right.
Not get in the
Yeah.
middle physically, but
No,
something.
yeah.
She could've
She's
calmed
in
it
that
down.
room. She could have at least attempted
to
to.
calm him down.
And the way Theo feels about her, I think she could have gotten Theo out of that
Yeah,
situation.
but then you see her the next day like, oh, he don't need to cool down and blah, 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 blah. And then you see her in the interview saying, yeah, I love that guy. It's like, dude, just make up your mind.
It was a little
Wishy-washy.
confusing. It
It's
was
really wishy-washy, and I don't like it.
You gotta watch out for those people.
Yeah. Are you making a hit at me? And I'm like, you're
What do
looking
you
at me?
mean?
I'm
No.
like, am I wishy-washy?
You're my co-host. I'm looking at you. I'm talking to you.
We love you.
I'm
Don't
like,
be
is
so
there a secret
self-conscious.
message that I'm not seeing right now?
There is none.
All right, so now
No secrets.
that we got that settled, the challenge, and I know you guys at home, if you watch The Real World, I'm pretty sure you watched the challenge, and I know because you guys have been tweeting at me about it, that the cast has been revealed for season 29.
Who is
Did you
it?
guys watch?
Yeah, I love the challenge. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a couple. Well, have you seen the cast?
No.
no.
Okay. Well, then I'll break it down to you from the people that I remember.
Okay.
Okay. So I know we have Zach. If you guys remember him,
Oh,
he's a
yeah.
big Hercules guy
He
who
used to have
dated
long hair and
he
then he
dated Jenna
cut
and he
shit.
dated Ashley, and
Yeah.
he's back. And
Oh,
speaking
yeah,
of
yeah,
Jenna
yeah.
and Ashley, both of his ex-girlfriends, they are also back this season. Who Jenna I love,
Jenna used to date the
the
Jersey.
New Jersey guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's blonde hair.
She's good at the challenge.
She is good, and people underestimate her
Yeah,
all the
she's
time.
good. She's good. I like
Really,
her.
you're still trying to think who she is. That's okay. We'll
she's good.
send you a picture.
Okay.
And Camilla, who I
love
want to talk to
Camilla.
She used to
because
be Wes's or Ace's girlfriend.
she didn't date anybody seriously that I remember. I think she
No,
had a couple
Camilla.
flings, but that's about
Colored
it.
hair.
No, brown hair.
She
She's
was
she's
with,
a little feisty girl.
She was with somebody.
I don't
Camilla.
remember, but
The
she
British girl?
announced her retirement from the challenge about 4 or 5 months
Smart
ago.
move.
Yeah,
Smart
but now
move.
she's back.
Yeah, smart move. You got to do the retirement
It was
thing.
a-
No, I
right?
think she has unfinished business that she just wants to take
I think
care
that's
of.
just like a contract ploy.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm retiring. Oh no, we want you to come back. Oh, okay, give me more money.
She went. Well, I don't. Yeah. She wants to.
Wasn't she
to
with
win.
Johnny?
I
Bananas?
don't
They
know.
had a
I think so. Johnny's been with everyone.
fling.
Johnny's back, right?
Johnny Bananas is back. That little
How
scumbag.
old is that
Defending
dude?
defending champ,
The
right?
scum. Yeah. Yep. Sarah's
is
not
he
back.
s-
I was hoping she'd come back, but she
Oh,
did
love
not.
Sarah.
Laurel is back, who I actually really like.
Laurel's cool. She's cool.
I don't know
She's
who
got
that
a mouth
is.
on her.
Yeah.
She's like tall, really sporty. Like she wins.
Yeah,
like she's
yeah.
good.
She's,
wins.
She's
a
really
beast.
good.
Where is the challenge?
Thailand.
Humid.
Thailand. I'm so
Okay.
excited. I wish they had another like fresh meat episode or something because I would
Season.
totally apply
Who
and go.
who
Would you
from
go?
I would.
Would you
If
do
I
that?
didn't have to go in the real world, I'd totally go.
Really?
who is
I don't know.
who from the show is gonna be
This
on-
season?
Yeah, other than
Theo and Anika.
Anika.
Anika is there.
Oh,
Huh.
she's
Yeah,
on-
I know, right? We're like, what? Yeah.
Anika.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get to.
No,
find
Nika's
out.
got a lot of personality. We just don't see a lot of her.
Yeah.
But when we do see her, like
I thought I was
like
gonna see
her
like
energy.
Jen or something.
She does seem like if it was a small 7-person house,
Yeah,
she would be
she
a
would stand
great
out.
great castmate.
Yeah.
She's a
So,
good
So
Right.
maybe her and Theo will be a good team.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think. You know, I had read an article that they were trying because a lot of fans out there don't like "Are You the One" people on that show.
Yeah, I
what do you
don't
guys
like
think
that.
of that?
I don't even know what that is.
Are
yeah,
You the
it's
One?
Real World
It's like
Road Rules Challenge.
it's like
not
a
Are You the One
It's like
hybrid.
a child bachelor where they live in a house and they all try to date and figure out who is their perfect match, basically. And then, yeah, it's drama, basically. And, oh, I like you, but I like you, but we connect, but like
they
this
should
and
take
this and
that theme
I don't take it seriously.
or that name, and that should be the Real World season. Are you the one to go home this episode? And
Everybody's
every
going
episode
home.
someone leaves. Are you the one?
Change it up.
Well,
Yeah.
Amari, do you
Survivor
like
style.
We
those?
should produce that.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
Yo.
like,
Do you
we're
like?
come on, let's
do you
go.
like those
Do that.
castmates on the show though, on the challenge? A lot of people don't.
what, Anika and Thea?
No,
Oh,
people
are you
from
the
Are You
one?
the One?
Oh, no, I hate that.
No.
I think it's so ridiculous.
They should
That's
have
not
the-
the point of the challenge. The challenge is real world people and road rules when
Agreed.
it was on. You
Right.
can't just
Ugh,
be
I love
throwing.
road rules.
So are we going to have people from like Teen Wolf on the next
Well,
season?
my
Like, it's
argument
stupid
was
as
that a
hell.
lot of veterans were just moving on and having a life, like having babies,
That's
getting married, things
fine,
like
but
that.
we have
so, but
new
I feel like they
season,
needed new people.
We have people
We
from
got
the real
35
world.
castmates in the Real World this
This
season. They can't
season,
find
yeah.
people.
Well, apparently MTV doesn't think so because they wanted more, but because of the fans, because of you guys at home, they want veterans. So apparently, I think, because I can't think of on the top of my head, we're having a lot more veterans come
Let's
back.
slow down.
Veterans come back this season. Which
I
I
like
love.
I mean, that's who
Yeah.
we connect to because the old seasons, like we have nostalgia for those people. Obviously, we're not connecting to the new castmates as much for some reason. So having the veterans come back, I think, is a smart move. MTV, the smartest thing you've done in a few seasons.
That's right.
What are you smirking at?
I don't
No,
know,
there
just-
should be
I love
no-
it. I'm smiling. I really want them back
Why are you happy?
because I'm really excited for that season.
It's gonna be good.
Yes.
When does it start?
There's no premiere date yet.
Oh,
There has not
but
been
it's
announced.
shot already. Yes,
It's shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is done.
It's done.
It's done.
Is there gonna be another Real World season?
I'm sure there is.
After this
Because
season,
I heard
who
30
knows?
was the last season, but now we're on 32, so they keep coming back.
I'm sure they will.
They need to rethink
You should
about it.
apply. I bet you'd be good.
I'm too
I think they're
like,
taking
don't
everyone
touch
at
my
this
bed,
point.
don't touch this. You're dirty.
Wait.
Those dishes are not washed.
If
Yeah,
you were
that'd be
on
good
this,
for the house.
if you were on this
Someone's gotta do
season,
it.
if you were on this season, who would they bring versus you? Like
For
who would,
me?
Yeah, who do you have bad blood with?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Someone from 8th grade, maybe. I don't
They
know.
cut you deep, huh?
They cut your finger?
No, they bullied me. I was bullied.
How so?
That's not okay.
They made fun. They wrote me a note, and
No.
a dirty note saying a lot of things about me, and they
Like
left it
dir-
in my desk.
Do you mean dirty? It was
Not
physic-
sexual, dirty, like
It was actually dirty, and you got your hands dirty.
Like,
Was it
What are
like
we talking
no.
about?
racial?
like a what?
Like racial stuff? Like dirty racist things? Or what? How was it?
What do you mean?
dirty?
Just like
I was thinking it was dirty. Like there was actually dirt on the note.
no. Oh
Wipe their ass with
gosh.
it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Explain it. I wanna-
No,
I'll-
no. They were.
let's
I just
hear
got
it.
bullied. They made fun of me because I'm really short. They made fun of me for that. They made fun of me because me
isn't
playing
short?
sports, which by the way I was really good and better than. That's probably why.
They were jealous.
Just saying.
But who
I
isn't
don't-
short in
I
8th
don't
grade?
know.
Everyone was
Well,
short. All these
Well, apparently
girls.
not because they were all tall.
Because you
but-
were short?
Yeah,
That's a
that's
weird
one of the
thing.
big things that made
They're
fun of
just
me for.
jealous.
Probably someone like that. I don't know. I surround myself with good people now, so I can't think
Yeah.
of anybody.
You were
that
like
they would bring up.
sporty and like pretty.
Pretty
and
good at sports and
smart.
stuff like that.
I'm sure
I
they
thought
just
you were gonna
hated
say
you.
like one of us.
What do you mean?
On the challenge, bring one of us.
Bad blood.
Bad blood. We have good blood.
I know, but I thought
No.
Oh.
No.
You're not
I
even
like my
on her
people
radar
here.
like
that's
that.
this is good.
Yes, and by the way, so I looked up Jen and Peter.
Oh.
They're still together.
Ooh.
Yes.
Really?
Look at you, you journalist.
What else you got? You
That's
got
all
all
I
this
got.
news.
I know.
Serious
I'm trying
hard
to make up for
news.
all the times that I missed.
All right, well keep going.
It's like CNN, breaking
Don't-
news.
don't
I know,
stop
right?
now.
Jen and Peter are still together.
Dun, dun, dun.
Any predictions? Because next season, next
I have one.
episode, we see Tia wanting to go to the ER.
Your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I was about to
Boom.
predict that the engineer was sleeping.
You
No,
still
he's
with
not.
us,
He's
Josh?
clearly not. No predictions. Nothing. Tia.
No, of course I know he's awake. I just want to give him a shout out. Where can we get you on Twitter? Josh_Rodriguez_?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at
God,
Josh_Rodriguez.
I knew he was still awake.
Tia.
That's such a
do you
professional
think
voice
happened
he's
to
got
her?
there. Well, Tia, I think she has probably gonorrhea, or chlamydia, maybe HIV.
Oh my god.
Like, all of them at the same
Are
time?
you like really hating on her right now? Like,
No, I'm just like, it seemed really deep. And whenever you have to go to the clinic, it's just like, ooh,
I think
Well,
she's
she said-
I think she's pregnant.
pregnant? I think it's something sexually transmitted, either a baby or a disease.
Sexually trans. I think it's a baby. I really
All
do.
right. Well, I'm gonna go opposite of these guys. I don't know.
How dare you?
I don't know. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's stress. I don't know. I don't think it's that big, like an ST, like D or
So
something.
what do you think it is?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
She
I
got it
has a
from
cut?
that professional soccer
cut.
player from a few weeks back.
Yeah,
Probably
I think
dirty.
I think she's pregnant.
Okay,
Cassie
who's the
is
father?
his baby. Number 2 on the
I
way
think
for Cass.
maybe it's the. Oh God. No wonder he's sticking around. That would if that was the
Maybe
if
that's why
that's
she didn't
true,
Save
speak
yourself.
up.
I take
please.
every single thing back about this season of the real world. They killed it. If that's the finale.
Well, that's not going
Fingers
to be the
crossed.
finale.
Oh, and you know.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's not pregnant.
How do you know?
I just have
She
a
just
feeling.
has a feeling.
It's a feeling.
Women's intuition.
There it is.
Is that what
There
it
it is. Okay, well, that's the note we're going to end on, guys. And please watch us next week as we return for episode 10 of
Shout out to Pimp Fried
The
Rice.
Real World.
Yay.
Yes,
Yay.
Candace, we miss you. Please call us next week if you want, if you'd like to talk to us.
You
Guys,
better.
where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter and IG at OnWithAmari. Also hit me up on Snapchat at OmariB.
You can find me on Snapchat at Mike Rips. Same thing all the other places.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at _Paulina Aguilar and on Instagram at Paulina M.
do,
Aguilar. See you guys next
Around
week.
the horn, yeah.
Nice. First time ever on a whole show we did that.
Right?
Yes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
This is like
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.